Agassi. He's unbelievable at being able to do that. And that's going to drop in.
Despite that miss, Agassi very sharp on his return this afternoon. He works with his strength coach Gil Reyes, a former University of Nevada, Las Vegas strength coach. Checking other action, Elinawi and Novak go to a decisive fifth. Over in the grandstand.
He loves those exciting ones.
Carlos Moya up 2-1. Play there in the fourth.
Wasn't Moya up a break in the third? He's let Massou slip back into it. I got news for you. Kafelnikov's hitting the ball well right now. It's still going to be tough for him.
His 9th trip to New York for this championship. And earns a chance to break back.
That was about as hard a serve as Agassi's hit. And Kafelnikov wisely used his pace. He's got break point. That's an amazing point.
What's really something is that Agassi hustled so much in that first game to break back Kafelnikov. Now on break point, he took his time and then came up with this to draw things back to deuce. That's just beautiful stuff.
It's the classic Agassi, defense to offense. Yevgeny, it's just way too good.
Talking about Agassi's conditioning and strength before the Australian Open. He won his 8th Grand Slam earlier this year in Melbourne. He hit his high bench pressing 315 pounds. So those shoulders and chest muscles that you can't hide.
Don't tell me he was doing like 20 repetitions.
I don't know how many reps, but not too many in this game that can hoist over 300. Powers his way through, survives the break point. 2-1 on serve in the second. CBS Sports coverage of the U.S. Open will continue. That is Gil Reyes after this message and a word from your local station. Koff sacrificing his first service game to Agassi on serve in the second. And another baseline battle won by Agassi. Broken 4 times by Agassi, 3 times in the opening set.
I mean, even I've seen this guy hundreds of times, and he still gives you literally goosebumps to see how cleanly and how well he's hitting the ball out there right now.
We talk about his commitment to his weight training and his focus and all of that, but it's beyond that, isn't it? Just get the sense that he knows something about hitting a tennis ball that the rest of us don't know.
But he had that even as a babe, didn't he? Those great hands and how quickly he can strike the ball. He doesn't need it to take a nice high bounce.
He's got the greatest hand-eye coordination I've ever seen from a tennis player. And he's been such a great opponent for obviously Pete Sampras. Some classics with Patrick Rafter when he was playing over at Wimbledon and here at the Open. Among many others.
He had Becker. He had Edberg. He had
Leighton
Courier.
Hewitt in the last year he was able to beat him.
And a rare backhand error from Agassi's end. 30 all at 1-2 in the second. You know, it's like Ted Williams. They said that he just saw the ball better than everyone else. He had 20/12 vision. And sometimes you wonder if Agassi just, they say pick it up as soon as you can off your opponent's racket. It's almost as if he sees it before it hits the racket.
I would think that he has vision in that neighborhood. Kafelnikov is much more inconsistent on that forehand side. He doesn't want to be trading forehands with Agassi. He's got the more compact of the two swings.
Already, John Kafelnikov has had 4 unforced errors on that forehand side.
And comes through with a rare ace.
I think it speaks more to the fact that Kafelnikov can't get to the shots in time to really govern them.
4 aces in the match for Kafelnikov. And he holds 2-all. One of America's most recognized images, the airship Spirit of Goodyear, floating overhead today, providing our aerial views. The Goodyear blimp has been a familiar sight in the American sky since 1925. And we thank you, gentlemen, for the beautiful pictures again today.
Jennifer Capriati thought it was a too familiar picture in her match yesterday. I thought it was flying a little low. She felt it was noisy.
Yeah, too noisy, she said. Ivan Lendl had the problem with the blimp, didn't he, in his day?
He wanted a blimp removal, a blimpectomy, which did not happen for him.
Yeah, you can't ever let that happen. Nice return from Kafelnikov.
That's his best bet, is to take Andre's second serve early before it kicks up. Don't forget, Yevgeny's had a lot of success at doubles, so he's very comfortable. He's had 4 Grand Slams under his belt, including one here. He wants to put some pressure on Agassi. Just tell himself, don't miss that shot. Keep your feet moving.
Kafelnikov won here in '97 with Daniel Wacek. 3 others were at Roland Garros. On both singles and doubles at Roland Garros in '96. A rare double.
And he was in the Roland Garros doubles final this year with Paul Harhouse. The Bryan brothers beat them.
Bright sunshine. Both been wearing the ball caps and checking the sun between points. And the second ace from Agassi. 3-2 on serve in the second.
To work.
Down the first set. Andre Agassi. Easy point there for Kafelnikov, who feels he has credentials someday to be considered for the International Tennis Hall of Fame. Baseball has its 30-30 clubs and 40-40 now. He's in tennis's 25-25 club. Charter member of that class is sitting in this booth.
I think Kafelnikov can, will, and should be in the Hall of Fame. He decides to retire. He's won a couple slams in singles. You mentioned the 4 in doubles, the Olympics, the Davis Cup. He was Russia won for the first time. And he's been
for a brief while. He was #1 in the world.
He was ranked #1. He's inspired many a Russian player. Unfortunately, we can't ask him. Marat Safin, who's not here right now.
2000 U.S. Open champion. He's had a bad wrist for almost the entire year.
And another ace from Kafelnikov. Here's a look at that 25-25 club with John McEnroe. Boy, that's nice and neat. 77-77 for singles and doubles titles. And look at the other names: Nastasi, Laver, Smith, Newcomb, Acker, Gottfried, Kafelnikov. So, you know, it's a big gap between Kafelnikov, McEnroe, and the rest. It's a rare accomplishment these days that someone that successful as a singles player continues to play doubles. You've never regretted it, have you, John?
It was always good to be part of a team, and I think for many years it helped my singles. The way to get to sharp and find different angles out there on the court. Kafelnikov holds the 3-all.
A reminder, folks, Catherine Moore stars in the next great crime drama from the producer of CSI. Don't miss the premiere of Cold Case, Sunday, September 28th, right after 60 Minutes, Sunday night on CBS. Hard to believe how many people can make so little noise. Just quietly observing, almost resigned, I believe, that they feel that Agassi will dominate this match. But we're 3-all in the second. Agassi up 6-3 in the first set. There's that quickness on that half volley winner.
Well, it's like you said, it's almost like a half volley winner. I mean, look where he hits it. He's right at the baseline, but he's able to scoop up shots, literally. He uses his left hand so well, that two-hander. Allows him to guide it where he wants and get as much power so he can take it off and make sure it goes in the court. A key component is that other hand on the two-fisted backhand. He rushes a little there, tosses in his double fault.
Only his first.
Sun appears to be a problem on that side for a right-hander right now.
Yeah, it's right in the toss, isn't it? And a couple break points again for Kafelnikov. And you talked about that swinging volley in the women's match. Appreciated this one. You know, the baseball cap, going back even to your time, it was rare. Wasn't it Courier that was the first to really use that on a regular basis?
He loved to wear that.
One break point saved.
And the crowd, you see, getting into it a little bit because they sense Kafelnikov is playing some, and they're right, playing some excellent tennis here. So he looks to get this second break point. Yeah, that's where he's got to go after, is that Kafelnikov forehand. Far more unsure of himself. That's 13 in the match, unforced.
Excellent return sets up the point for Kafelnikov in his third breaker.
So much for going to the forehand. Pretty good on that point. He's got his third chance of this game.
Somewhat startling a statistic. 7 more winners from Kafelnikov's end.
He wants shorter points than Agassi does. He goes for more sooner.
And Kafelnikov earns the break and leads 4-3. We'll be back to U.S. Open after this word from your local station. Kafelnikov, Y-man, serving to square this match and comes out with a big ace. His 6th. And another. .13 miles an hour on that ace. See, Agassi is picked on the second serve and gets one here at 30 love. And catches the line.
This is where Kafelnikov wants to start to get that first serve percentage up above what it is there. He needs a big one right here.
Oh no. Agassi accepts the third double fault and a chance to break for 5-all for Agassi. Kafelnikov 2 points from the set, and now Agassi grabs the momentum. 5-all.
Start a game with 2 aces, and then a minute later you've made 4 errors.
Carlos Moya, the 7th seed, is through to the round of 16.
That's why Yevgeny dropped out of. He was in top 11 players in the world for 8 years till last year, where he finished 27. His career not going in the right direction. I mean, you don't have the confidence. It's tough to put away games like this against someone as good as Agassi.
122 miles an hour. That's a big one from Agassi.
And the fitness.
I was going to say, John, when he was at his best, Kafelnikov, he was a true grinder. And he doesn't work hard enough these days to grind, which is, by the way, exactly what Agassi wants to do to him. Agassi's earned that effort. He's earned that strategy. Kafelnikov has it.
Well, if he wants to make a match of this, he's got to pull out this second set. He gave Agassi too much time on that passing shot. See how low it is? It allows him time to line it up, hold it that little bit longer, just pull it, come over the ball. He makes it look, again, so easy.
.30-15 as Agassi with his second double fault. Elanawi now up a break in the final set against Novak. Would not be considered an upset. Oh, that was a great defensive save by Kafelnikov to force the error. 30-all.
He's a great athlete. He covers a lot of territory at 6'3". And this is what got him the point. Just out hustle and effort. All out hustle.
120-mile-an-hour ace. And a point for 6-5 for Andre Agassi.
You hear about all those prodigies at Bolletari's? Elanawi was the bus driver there. That's
right.
how we started. Went there, worked for a couple of years. He is some story.
Agassi, of course, out of the Bolletari camp, emerged at age 16. But he's driving the bus, and world tennis is #1. He is in the driver's seat. Andre Agassi.
Plays open.
Yevgeny Kafelnikov serving 5-4, 30 love. 2 points from evening this match, but now serving to stay in this set. Kafelnikov, with 9 straight years he's won at least one title. None this year, and double fault to 15 all. 4 of those. His best result was in the finals in Milan.
He's got a good chance that he goes back and plays his tournament in Moscow.
That's
he's won
his
that
tournament.
5 times. He's won that.
The winner of this match will play Taylor Dent, the 22-year-old Southern Californian, the son of Phil Dent, who played successfully on the circuit. Australian. Agassi 2-0 against Dent.
We've got to get the Mac cam out for that.
Pascal Maria said no, it just missed.
But that could have caught the outside of the line. Taylor's mom was also a tennis player, Betty Ann Stewart.
Good one as well.
American. That's where he's got that American accent, even though his father, Aussie. Andre, classic Agassi, steps in.
Here's that point before.
This is the winner right there. See, he cut it off before that spin got away from him. Matt Cam was taking a coffee break.
Yeah, I guess so. And the tiebreak for the second set. Never out of a point, is he? Andre Agassi, Yevgeny Kafelnikov in this second set tiebreak.
That backhand is solid. So when you go over the low part of the net, even if you catch it a little late like he did there, it still goes in the court. And that turned out even better than planned. Short, compact swing. Speaking of backhand and compact swings.
Anything you can do.
Again, using your opponent's pace. And just before you know what's hit you.
Racket speed, even in slow motion.
2-1.
8 aces for Kafelnikov.
Kafelnikov has played a very good second set. Except for that 5-4-30 love. He really could have put this set away. That's the one real slip up. Maybe a little fatigue at the end of that long, tough point.
2-1.
That metronomic sound effects are just right on rhythm until Agassi again wins that long rally.
This puts pressure on Kafelnikov to play shorter points.
Terrific sounds.
Again, that is such good defense from Agassi.
He earns the lead, 4 points to 2 as they change ends.
That was earlier in the point. The ball was called in. They continued to play. Here's the big shot from Kafelnikov. There's the defense. He forces Kafelnikov to come up with that tricky, difficult shot. Just clips the tape.
Even for the top players in the world, that's a tough play. Forced by Agassi's defense.
Just inside the line. Great return. Agassi in commanding 5-2 position now with 2 serves.
Bludgeons it for 4 set points.
I mean, this is not easy, I can assure you. When you're at 5-2 in the tiebreaker. Again, vintage Agassi.
The line. Kafelnikov saves 1 set point, 3 more for Agassi.
He changed the pace on those 2 shots he hit. He had to catch the outside of the line to get Agassi where he wanted him. But all done by Yevgeny there. Long way to go, though. There's an ace. 2 saved.
Nine aces now for the Russian. Yet to lose a set in this championship. The #1 seed has a 2-set lead.